Hello everyone and welcome back to PAX and Recreation. And today, no playmat, that means figures, means recreation. But actually, it's kind of a mix because you know I am a YuGiOh boy. I didn't come out as I wanted to. I was about to say like I'm a YuGiOh kid, but then, well, it sounds like Pegasus, YuGiOh boy. But basically, everything that the OG YuGiOh is part of my childhood and actually kind of responsible for this channel to a degree. So the other day, looking around the internet, I saw this bad boy and I was like, well, let me see if I can find it. The other day, a couple of months ago, and then I finally found it. So happy to introduce you to Exodia, the Forbidden One from PopUp Parade. So PopUp Parade is a brand, a sub-brand of GoodSmile company, which is a very good company. GoodSmile company, a very good figure company from Japan. So they do Nendoroids, they do all sorts of things. Pop-ups are now 5 years old. So they're doing all sorts of things, and they started with like the same standard packaging and figures for everything, and now they have gone to do all sorts of animes and properties, like from Cyberpunk to the game, not only the anime, to Skyrim and all the animes that you can think of. And sometimes for properties and animes that is very difficult to find some figures. Actually, if you want a good quality figure, PopUp Parade. So we already opened some of these in the channel, and I have some like around in my house. I just haven't opened them in the channel because, well, no relation or connection, I guess. And they have different sizes, right? So you have the normal ones. Then they started to release ones called PopUp Parade L from large that are bigger. And you even have an XL one, which is the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. But sometimes when they, I don't know their standards. I guess that whenever the box size is not the box size that they are used to do, they go with SP. They did the same for Nosferatu Sod, I think, which is, I think the box said SP. I have that one. We didn't open it in this channel. And now for Exodia, the Forbidden One. As you can see, this thing is pretty big. The box itself, I pulled the camera up as much as I could, and you saw it spinning. The person that sent this to me, let's say that they didn't have the same understanding of what a collectible is as I did, because they use the box as shipping, right? Like, oh, well, it is padded, right? So let's just put the label here. But, well, in their defense, I am not keeping the box. I mean, it's a cool looking box, but it's not like the most amazing one. And as you can see, it says SP everywhere, right? And this cut here is kind of cool because it looks like the Exodia card. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. I want to believe it was. And here you have Mr. Forbidden One in all its glory. So Exodia is a curious monster from YuGiOh, because he showed in the first episode, and I guess that was enough to traumatize a whole generation, such as myself. But, and let me get my trusty knife. Here you have it. But since the moment it appeared, it was kind of mystical. It was a very powerful card, capable of destroying the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons from Kaiba, and when he destroyed the 4th from Yugi's grandpa. And because you could only have 3 copies of each, so he destroyed the 4th. And all the mystical, what a great first episode. Even though, yes, if you're a true YuGiOh boy like myself, you know that it is the first episode of the second anime, the first anime what we call YuGiOh Season 0, which is the one, if you saw it, you know, is the one with where Kaiba has green hair. That's the actual like beginning of that part. And if you read the manga, they play a lot of other games before they started playing exclusively Duel Monsters. But Exodia was such a cool idea. You need to have 5 cards, only 1 copy of each. But when you pull him, you win the game, and that's it. And the design is as simple as it is cool. Look at what a big ass figure. Damn. I mean, it's not ultra big, but it is big, right? And the box somehow smells like gasoline, which is always great, as long as it is not soaked on it. Let me just cut the tape. But such a cool idea. And me and a lot of other kids always wanted to have Exodia. Getting the Exodia cards was a pain in the ass. Nowadays it's kind of easy, but it's not a viable strategy, except it is a somewhat viable strategy because they keep releasing support cards for Exodia, and you have Exodia Necros and all that. But what I always like is it's kind of simple, like in a game about ancient Egypt and the pharaoh and all that. Exodia is kind of the most Egyptian thing that you see in that game. Like it's not a blue eyes white dragon. It's not a dark magician. It's kind of a pharaoh, it's like a mummy pharaoh. How do you call it? The Sphinx thing. It's like a mix of Egyptian elements, and it's very cool. This thing is going to be very noisy, by the way. Heads up. But there you go. And one thing that I always loved is that, I mean, the lore is in the card itself. Look at this base. All about that base, damn. He was so powerful that he was containing 5 cards, and he was chained, like as you will see in a second. Look at this plate. And I have big hands, mind you. Like Exodia was containing 5 cards because he was so damn powerful. And once you fulfill, ooh, he's heavy boy. Big ass plastic, a lot of protection. And one thing that I always loved, even though it's kind of a superficial thing, is the name. He is Exodia, which Exodia by itself is a great name, right? Like Exodus, Exodia, but he is the Forbidden One. I mean, you can't get cooler than that. Also, he smells like gasoline, which is great. I mean, I'm kidding. It's not like he doesn't smell like gasoline, but he smells like new plastic. It's like a weird smell, but if you know, you know. Like new figures that are like, because he's not hard plastic. I don't know if you can tell. Like you can kind of squeeze it and move it a little bit. Some parts are harder than others, but as you can see, the chains are obviously somewhat more flexible. But even the fingers are somewhat flexible. So it's that type of plastic, and therefore it has a very specific smell. It doesn't smell bad by any means, but smelling the figure explains the figure, I guess. Always loved how simple it is, but I mean, the forbidden. What lore is there, right? I think there is some lore. I maybe don't know it, but like, he's chained, he's forbidden. You're not supposed to. You can't have multiple copies of him. He's just badass and cool. And then obviously Yami, Yugi, or the Pharaoh, or Anthem, depending on depending on how long you watch the show. Just didn't say like Exodia attack or like I win or no. He said Exodia obliterate, and that was the basis, my friend. Like, can't get better than this. And one thing that I feel is not very noticeable, except like in the animation you can tell, but like you always see Exodia from the front in the cards, except in newer cards where they depict him in different poses. But like he has these weird horns as well. Like this makes him like kind of cool. Like it's like what is it? It's like a demon? Is a bug? Like it's both? Because it can be like a scarab thing, because that's a very Egyptian thing as well. Or it can be maybe it's because it's a demon. Maybe it's nothing, right? But like it's the forbidden one. So the chains are going to be kind of a problem. Again, and in case you're new to this, the pop-up figures are always like this. I guess I don't know why they picked the name pop-up. I need to read the wiki, I guess. I never stopped to think about that until now. I know that a lot of people confuse them with the pop vinyl figures, which everyone hates. And I guess maybe they picked the name pop-up to kind of like be in the same space and be confused with them. I don't know. Or maybe it's because they pop up, because they all have this type of base logic that you have to like fit them into the base. Now, a word of caution, and you will see me doing it. These figures never stand on their own because, well, they're not supposed to. They always have these black bases, sometimes round, sometimes hexagonal, etc. But they never fit as it is, which is something you're going to see. Well, you can already tell that I need to move the chains and whatnot, right? So this is going to move, but more importantly, these things are hard, and this thing scratches very easily. So whenever you assemble a pop-up figure, even though it's just popping it up, they very rarely they fit on the first go. Like, it's very rare that you just pick your figure, See, like, see what I mean? Like the chains are gonna be kind of a problem. It's very rare that you pick a figure and just go like this. This one is gonna be fun, and it just fits the holes magically. Which apparently Exodia is the exception to the rule. Let's see. No, he is not fitting like easily. So you need to always squeeze the legs a little bit, etc. But you need to be careful. Some figures are more stubborn than others, and by doing that, you can scratch the base. Trust me, I've done that. Actually, a little bit in some figures you can't tell is under the feet, or under the foot, but the one that you can totally tell is when I assemble the Colossal Titan. No, sorry, the Beast Titan, which is another chunky boy. That one, yeah, and I will show you in a second. See, so this chain goes here, okay, perfectly natural. This one is kind of tricky, but there is no other way of putting this because it has some flexibility. I would like it that it stays within the realm of the base, but you have no power here, right? So it is what it is. And he stands like this. You'll see him spinning as I talk. In the meantime, while you see this spinning, I will go look for the other figure just to show you how this can happen. It's not me being paranoid. So see, this is the Beast Titan, another L figure, but L because it's big, not because it's a loss. But he was very stubborn to like just fitting here. I had to I struggle a little bit, and it just takes like a second or a millisecond of like trying to fit it and then slicing. You can see the scratch there. Can you see it? Like that's the scratch of the base. So this, I guess, Beast Titan crotch zoom in, but like see this, that's the scratch of the legs. Like you can't tell that much. You have to like look for it, but it happens. So going back to Exodia, the forbidden one, let's change cameras and take a closer look. I guess that for for the first Exodia figure and whatnot, the normal pose is what it is. But now let me show you how he looks. Let's see some details up close in like a vertical standpoint. So that's Exodia, the forbidden one. I had to actually pull the camera a little back, more than usual, for this bad boy to fit. You see him spinning, right? I have no point of comparison. He's kind of big. I mean, look at my hands, but basically, if I guess, well, this is a card channel. So this is a Magic card, which is bigger than a YuGiOh card, right? So there you have it. I guess out of respect, I need to compare it with a Yugi card. I couldn't find my Exodia cards. They are in a binder, which I show in this channel sometimes, but I will compare it with another card that I had at hand that I also love the name. The same way that I love the Exodia, the forbidden one name, I also love Gazelle, the king of the mythical beasts. As a name, is cool as hell. So look at that. Is considerably big. I mean, he can play the game by himself. Like he can totally grab a full hand of cards. So big figure, it's not gigantic or anything. It's bigger than the L figures to a degree, kind of a special base. Maybe they based the naming convention on the bases. The chains are cool. They can come out, apparently. Oof, okay, I almost had a heart attack there because God damn it, wait, no, is it broken? No, right? No, right, it's like a... God damn it. I mean, technically, if I put it like this, it won't bother anymore, but no one wants... Damn, they broke this? Did they break this? No way, right? No, okay, it's plug and play, okay, we cool, guys, we cool. Damn. But then, again, this chain is like... Why are we still here? Just to suffer? I mean, look at this. Like... I think this is my only on the figure. Like, I guess this is the same. This thing is also stressed a little bit because of the base. As you saw when I opened the figure, this thing was under the foot. These things are chill though. This is kind of fragile. Oops, let me move the camera up. So this is kind of fragile, but it's still rubbery, so I don't think anything is gonna break dramatically. Same for this. But this one, I almost had a heart attack now, and it comes out easily. However, it's apparently, thankfully, it's plug and play. Either that or I broke it and now I need to fix it with super glue. It seems like it's pluggable, but it's not like it should be there forever. I don't know if you can tell. Man, welcome to the unboxing channels. We take great care of things. Well, I guess this is showcasing like a defect of the figure. Like, I mean, maybe it's my OCD talking, but I don't like the fact that the chains go outside of the base. Like, the base is already big enough for this thing to be like, yeah, let me have my chains outside of the thing. Like, the reason why this gave in, and it will always give in, because as you can see, it fits, but then it's a stress. This thing should be like this, but I guess it's not made for that. So I think that's my only caveat on this figure. And as you can see, I almost had a heart attack. I guess if you have the same problem, don't worry, it happens. It fits again, and if you really want it to stick, you can just super glue it, which, you know, it sounds kind of for a figure like this, but it is what it is. Overall, and, you know, not to make this longer than necessary, overall I love it. There is something about the OG monsters that I love. I know that they also have Summon Skull. I've been trying to get my hands on it for the longest time. Sadly, no luck. I don't know if they have Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't think they have Blue Eyes White Dragon because it's kind of big. Dark Magician, I think they have. Dark Magician Girl, I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. So, you know, because... And actually, Yugi and Kaiba, they have them, and I have them too, and I can actually put him here from comparison. Give me a second. I didn't open this on the channel because, well, I don't think I had a channel when I got this, but you have Kaiba and Yugi, same line. Pop-Up Parade, same thing. Now, these are kind of, obviously this is not at scale, but these are kind of funny. Kaiba, actually, you can remove the cards from his hand. Sadly, no, there is no Blue Eyes White Dragon. They could have put the Blue Eyes White Dragon in there, but it is what it is. Same for Yugi, it's just a simple card, and this actually moves. Problem is that it's kind of too stiff for my taste, but it is what it is. Again, very cool, and their bases are not the normal black from, and you can tell, you can tell, well, give me 1 second. They did color bases back in at this era. This is from the first ones, I guess. If Pop-Up Parade is like 5 years now, I guess this is from the first ones, I think. So, and the bases were kind of transparent, but it's the same logic. If their feet are kind of too spread, is a hexagon. In the case of Yugi, I was always surprised because is as you can see, is a purple hexagon instead of the black circle that they use for everything now. I guess they unify them, or it was just to like, I don't know. I kind of like when they did this because they kind of match the tone and the personality of the character instead of just a black circle. But if they do a black circle for everything, I am also good with that. And Yugi's card fell off, but as you can see, is just like a placeholder Yugi card. So let me just, it's kind of tricky. There you go. So there you have it. The Yugi Pop-Up Parade figures. I think there is a Dark Magician Girl. I don't know if there is a Dark Magician. I need to check. I know for sure there is a Summon Skull. I just can't get my hands on it. But very cool. And if you like Yugi and you are an old school Yugi boy like me, I totally recommend it. And don't worry about those chains. It happens, I guess. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you had a great time. Thank you for watching the video. See you next time on Packs and Recreation.